Oh, cheers, Lona. We're just about to kit you up. Because you've got a lot of work to do. You always have a lot of work to do, but you've definitely got a lot of work to do today. I better think about how I'm going to go about all this work with this volcanic winter going on. Oh, well, I've started thinking and talking about the game, so I guess we better get this going well and proper. We're back with more RimWorld then. Yeah, my siren song, this game. Things, well, yesterday it was 50% me getting stomped into jelly by Randy, and 50% of him falling asleep, which can be showed here. It's just Randy throwing everything he can at me, and then just poof, away he goes. A small man-hunting pack, I think these are additional beavers, but otherwise, he's been silent as a lamb. I suspect he won't be silent for much longer, because I've been building up quite a lot of wealth. And wealth impacts just how big these attacks get. I'm not sure if it impacts how frequent they are, but the way I see it, I'm in a good spot now. I've managed to get to where I like to be in RimWorld. I am able to make allies fairly willy-nilly. I got the Concord, I got the Lanzo, and I even got the Fallen Empire on my side. I intend on getting the Tierria Confederation, and then all three nations who can actually help me out in a fight, albeit not simultaneously because the Tierras hate the Concords and the Imperium. But I could get Concord and Fallen Imperium at the same time and then bring in Tierria at another point. Still need to get Tierria, but I will get Tierria. Just need a few more human leather volunteers. So I feel relatively comfortable where I am right now. So of course, RimWorld's not a game about being comfortable, at least not the way I like it, although moments of comfort are well welcomed. What I plan on doing now is exploding my wealth as much as possible. I'm going to mine out everything I can here. Well, maybe not everything, there's a lot of map to mine, but I shall mine to an extravagant degree, hopefully find some valuable minerals within there, and then we're going to have Illustrijon use his artistic flair. Well, should it be John? Yeah, it will be John. I think Meowzilla. I actually don't know this. Does Meowzilla's engineer destruction roll? No, that doesn't affect artistic. At least I don't think it does. Artistic is not crafting. Okay, that's good then, because I want John to be the resident artist. John will take these valuable minerals, turn them into great works of art, and we shall... He needs a better chair for that. And we shall inflate our wealth massively. I'm going to empty these out. I don't know what I'll fill them with. I have an idea that this could become a barn, because one thing I can do to really help out, especially with Lona, is to have our elephants always congregate nearby and keep them safe and sheltered inside, and then feed them off of hay that we grow. Small problem with that is this volcanic winter. The crops aren't growing right now. It's too cold, let alone the lack of light. I'm probably going to have to harvest this corn. There are ways around that, of course. I could transition over to... Where are they at now? Hydroponics. My geothermal power should allow me to grow hydroponics. Do we have access to the big lights? Yeah, we do have access to sun lamp. It's a thirsty bugger when it comes to power, but we can make that work. And I could use hydroponics to fuel kibble, or even just grow raw grains, but kibble's probably better, to feed our elephants on. This volcanic winter won't last forever. At least I hope it doesn't last forever. So we can prepare for that, but at least for now I have plenty of hay. Lovely, delicious, nutrient-rich hay that isn't even going off because it's so cold. Wow, you're doing me a solid here, Randy. It's so cold that the hay is frozen there and won't go off. Even this stuff, that's kind of unbelievable, but I'll take it. Here we go. Fresh, frozen, won't spoil. My people might start freezing. It's getting pretty cold here, but at least we have the capacity to warm people up. Right. Temperature, help me out here. Yeah, okay, we have the power for heaters. Power hungry heaters. I need to consider power as well. Might want to close the doors. Nah, there's no heat being generated inside, so there's very little point in closing the doors. This one I keep closed because occasionally I need to cool it down for poor old naked health here. But he's got his nice hat on, and that hat alone is keeping him comfortable in just barely above freezing. It might be an idea to make him an even better quality one out of Thrumbo fur to keep him even warmer, but Thrumbo fur, oh well, I don't even have enough for it. Anyway, those are my plans, and those plans aren't going to come into fruition unless Lona goes and has these 2 drill arms installed. We drilled these drill arms out of a company of miners, And we're going to put them to good use, because Lona's job is going to be tending to animals and strip mining. Well, that's the thing, we're starting to specialise what people do. Health is going to be our person who tends to the plants, whilst helping out with medical whenever needed. John is going to become our artist, and I will have him help with plants when needed. Art is probably not something he'll do permanently, so I'll switch between the two of these. Voomer is just our thinker. Straight up thinking is all I want her to do, because I'm always going to need more technology. Lona is going to tend to the animals to maintain their training, which shouldn't be intensive, because I now have all the adult elephants I intend to have, and any new births will be sold to exotic traders as and when we need the money. Might let them grow into full fat elephants first, just to get a bit more value out of them, because they're worth 600 fully grown and far less as infants. But that does mean feeding them as they grow, but they're small so they eat less, so there's a lot of yin-yang there. In any case, when Lona is not tending to these animals, which shouldn't take too long, I will have her grinding through all of this stone till it is dust. Hopefully she gets a few levels at it and gets a lot better at it. That's my hope, at least. Oh, also hopefully we do a good job on treating her with these things. Well, I can hope. You don't need hydroponics to use a sun lamp. You can use a sun lamp and heaters with normal soil. Yeah, this is true. Normal soil, there's not a whole lot of it to be had down and around here, and all this is going to be stony land. You are right though, I could use that to wall this off, warm it up and get it working like that, but for now I think I will harvest what we have, because I see it being quite possible that all of this stuff goes off. The trees are likely going to be more hardy. Actually, their minimum growth temperature is 0, these things could easily freeze over. And the heal root I definitely need to harvest before that stuff freezes up. Again, minimum 0, but I don't trust it. I wonder how many of these things I can harvest. Ooh, no, it comes under chop wood, doesn't it? We should chop the ones that seem mature enough. We won't get all the wood out of them, but we will get enough. Or rather, health will get enough. When he's done making chem fuel. Making a bunch of chem fuel so we can activate these things to go and make more allies. Geothermal would certainly cover the majority of hydroponics. Hydroponics are very expensive on steel and energy, though. That sun lamp. The sun lamp you can offset by keeping batteries, because the sun lamps are active during the day and off during the night. Looks like we had one successful operation on Lona. I hope someday we can... Oh, hell, Nick's here. Jittery old Nick's finally working on some operations with success here. I was saying something and completely forgot it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Lona will be out for the count for about half a day, but that's alright. Build your hydroponics out of elephants and human skin. You have plenty of... Actually, I harvested the human skin, turned them into bed mats, and sent those off to our friends, so I no longer have lots of it. This poor hamper used to store berries, but I've transitioned away from a berry economy. Okay, good. It's nice to see Health finally good at dealing with plants. Health was so useless for so long, but now he's not the worst at things. And whilst he might be chilly, I don't think he's quite cold enough to be catching frostbite out there. Because it's 2 degrees and he's comfortable in 5, so that's probably okay. Very good. Right, I was going through what people do. So Lona will be strip mining in between tending to the animals. Nyx isn't particularly good at anything. He helps out with the research from time to time, and he's a good doctor, but otherwise he's an incredibly useless person. Even at construction, he's outclassed by Meowzilla. Meowzilla will do all the constructing and crafting that we can possibly have done, because he's our engineer of destruction. I'd even like him to start making better guns for us when the opportunity arises, but that opportunity has not yet arisen. I would like to have him help out with the thinking. Unfortunately, that's something Nyx is going to have to work on. Illustrajon pursued Voomer by talking about his own relationship status. Voomer ignored, while Voomer is shacking it up with our slave Ryan Rex, who, although he has a lot of things he's capable of, he's just here to haul things around. Haul and clean. That is what you do. Well, you clean first, and once everything's spick and spam, you start hauling. And that is A-okay. The one thing I would like is somebody else that has a massive flair for intelligence. Honestly, the best thing that could happen to this colony is Nyx dying. He is the one who's maintained uselessness throughout all of this. Our slave is good at medical, Boomer is good at medical, Health is good at medical, we have enough doctors. Okay, would you look at that? Couple of drill arms on Lona. She's going to be a little bit slowed down because those two arms are going to drop her speed by 16%. And on top of that, she wears a flak jacket. I'm going to tell her to take that flak jacket off because I don't need her slowed down and I don't anticipate her running into many problems nowadays. Hopefully it doesn't backfire on me. All this hay is degrading there. Is the problem that I don't have somewhere to store it? Possibly. Ryan, I want you to haul that hay, because I don't want it spoiling on me. As long as it's indoors and sheltered, that hay will keep for a long time. Nice thing about things like this, it can go all the way down to 1 out of 60. As long as it has a little bit of hit points left, it's just as good as anything else. As long as it's... well, as long as you're not selling it, because it's going to lose market value that way. Stock nasty, putting in some 3-leaf clover. I don't know what a 3-leaf clover represents. It's not bad luck, is it? That would be awful. There we go, John lending a hand, cutting down all this wood. I have a storage facility for my wood. I'm probably going to want more of these pallet things hanging around. And I'm almost certainly going to want more cloth, because I'm a little low on that. But I'm starting to get to the point where I can pursue luxuries, and let me tell you, that feels good. Meowzilla is still pimping up Illustration's throne room. Takes him a while, even for somebody as good at constructing as he is. Making fine flooring is a lot of work. Yeah, 84 work for a single bit of fine flooring. Why don't we just keep this door open? Actually, keeps it nice and warm if we don't do that. The 3-leaf clover signifies bad eyesight, Jake. Someone mistook it for a 4-leafed clover. How dare they? Nick's having 15 in medical is not really accounting for much. I don't really count 15 in medical as being that much better than 13. Okay, Lona's up and at him. Still a bit woozy from the anesthetic. Hopefully they don't go in a bender. That's right, I want you to take off that flak jacket. Let's look at this nerd talking about video games. Clean up that animal filth and haul that flak jacket. I don't want that sitting around either. I need to make much better storage facility and I need to have a bigger area here. The trouble with making this bigger is that if I want it bigger, I'd be tunneling into the mountains, and I do not want my main industrial area to be underneath the mountains, because that is going to invite you-know-whats, you-know-where. I think what I might do is take over Voomer and Ryan Rex's bedroom, because that'll give me a nice little extra bit of room to work industriously. You don't need a lot of room for a good workshop, but you do need some room. And then I can just move Boomer's bedroom to pretty much anywhere. I could move it down here easily enough. Actually, I could make a little gap here, maybe like a 2-tile wide gap. Maybe even 3. Let's get outrageous here. This would become your bedroom. I could even make it unusual. There's no center point in a 6x6, of course, is there? But I could cancel that, put a little slate door there, and then you'd sleep here and then get to the rest of your work there. Excellent. Yeah, Boomer getting with a slave kind of strips her of any rights to having permanent bedroom. You're going to be moved around as I see fit. John seems a bit in a huff right now, though. He thinks his throne room is undignified because we've been digging up the floor. I've not been giving him his apparel. It's cold, he's wet, he's okay, John's got his problems. But it's mostly because he hasn't been killing enough people. At least we have that recent conquest working for us. But if we don't get attacked by actual humans, or we don't go out raiding for more humans, our people become unhappy. Goodbye, human meat. These cobras, skeletons. Do snakes even have skeletons? I thought they'd all be... well, something else. I don't even know what to say for it. I need this telly set up. Because this is also meant to be our recreation room. Tell you what, I could certainly dig this out. As long as I'm not under overhead mountain, we're okay. So digging this out would be a help. Lona's still tending to those animals, but I want to get a bit of work out of those drill arms. It's a little tempting to take her off of animals, but I need that attack maintained. We're doing well on it though, it's just that the elephants run away quite a bit. Going all the way up there, forcing Lona to take a long run around. Oh, there go the people that we sold those elephants to. Bye-bye. There we go, she's gonna go and put on that duster. Dusters seem a bit naff in this, well, it's not actually so cold now, but it's still dark. I still think I made the right decision to harvest this stuff when I did. This stuff that Ryan Rex better start hauling. Cleaning is quite the time sink. And you can see why people put in mods to remove the need for cleaning. What is it, like little machines that do the cleaning for people is what's popular, I believe. They're your great-grandchildren, Baron, not your children. Yeah, little Roombas. No, we don't get a mood debuff. If anything, we should get a mood buff for it. We're spreading our venerated elephants across. He claims that he's cleaning, but I need this. I need his corn gathered up, please. We still have plenty of spaces to put it. Could even look to refrigeration for keeping our food for longer periods of time, but that's for future time. I might even move Nyx's room later on. Yeah, this would make a good bedroom for Nyx as I use this for more of our industry. Just having all your industry and your recreation and your eating in one room, one big impressive room, works wonders for people's moods, and I do like to merge these together. Also means I won't have to worry about moving our nutrient paste dispenser, but I do need to worry about never keeping ourselves under overhead mountains unless I'm having big open areas that I'm happy dealing with, or as happy as anyone can be dealing with infestations. I kind of flipped the table over infestations on the last run through. I'd like to be able to handle them a lot better this time. 100, 200, 400, yeah, there we go. All fine flooring for our man Illustrajon. Just gonna take a wee while, is all. Yeah, I've got a fair bit of granite, so... What was that, 600 odd? What if I wanted regular slate tile here? 144? Seems livable. A little bit of concrete there. Meowzilla is good at constructing, so I'm happy to have them work, although I would rather they worked on things that had quality levels to them. Hey Rex, what do you think you're doing chatting to our colonists? Now I have plans for Rex here down the line. As a slave, he is the most expendable, and the way I see it, he's going to have to fight for the right to even remain our slave. He's living on a timer. The thing about Rex, though, is that his melee is pretty damn good. He's likely to win quite well in a fight. Sure, it'll make Voomer unhappy to have her lover horribly butchered, but I'm sure Voomer can get over it. Hell, it's our belief system, so I'm sure she'll be happy enough. There's no problem with making people sleep in the darkness, is there? Probably not. Lighting up people's bedrooms seem like a horrific waste of resources. Rex is useful, but that's just not how we roll around here. Not at all. Right, I should be taking Lona off of construction. I want her mining and dealing with elephants, and that's it. Construction is too high. Oh, there's a problem, it's above mining. The other problem is that I've probably not assigned you to doing mining. Well, there's mining jobs to be done here. And I also want you to mine out this. I'm going to want this grown, but I need to keep a close eye on where the overhead mountains are. As expected, I cannot move my biorefinery. I'll probably want to in the future, but hey-ho. I want that steel for certain. But more than anything, I just want to watch Lona mine things out to see how well she does it with 2 drill arms. If we check our numbers and we check stats for mining speed, I think you'll find that Lona is a little bit faster than most other people. Just a wee bit. I'm wondering why it's only 199 though. I would have figured it would be even faster given her dual arming. Okay, maybe the anesthetic reducing her... No, that shouldn't be much for it. If a drill arm gives an extra 160% speed, maybe it's multiplicative. Hard to say though. Problem is she'll be a bit slow like this and she's still losing an ear. In fact, she's actually lost 2 arms now. We tore off both of our arms to give her these drill arms. So it's going to be very unfortunate if we get somebody come along who's a natural born driller and we want to take them off Lona and give it to them, because then Lona's going to be left with no arms. There are mods that allow you to take off entire human body parts and graft them back on, but I'm not looking for that in my life. Give Rex his own impressive room, polished walls, lots of space, and in the mountain. So he'll have to prove himself against the infestations. It's tough to make a human who can actually stand up to infestations. Okay, you know what? Sewing is off for the time being. Say no to the sew for now. In fact, I'm even going to delete both of these and make a new entire growing zone by terrain here. Oh, you rotter, it doesn't grow over where I've placed these conduits. That's alright though, I can expand manually. And I can tell it to of course grow corn, although I want cotton, but I still don't want it sown right now. Same with you, no sowing. There's a good chance these things won't grow and won't live in time. We'll see, this volcanic winter only just started. It could last a very long time. Oh hey, there goes Lona. That is a lot faster than I remember you doing it in the past. There we go, we'll get overhead mountain there. I might replace this with a wall then. I'm just trying to take what's useful out of here. But then she goes over to train. And that's important though. I certainly don't I certainly do not want Seator forgetting how to attack. It's just that it now takes Lona even longer because moving around for her. Oof, that's not good. 84%. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Imagine if in RimWorld you need a large supply of water for things like cotton, etc. But what would you even do here? There is no water. We're very far from water in an extremely arid area. You have to go and set up parades to get to the river. You have to irrigate, dig wells, catch rain. I'd be surprised if there aren't mods for that already. It doesn't seem like my idea of fun. You could suffer as Randy wanted. I'm sure our suffering time will come. Okay, we still have a good, very impressive but slightly dirty room here. Good. Seator's remaining trained there. A lot of training to be done. It's worrisome for me that Lona spends so time tending to the animals. Animals that she can't quite catch up with if they're running away to get some food. What I could do is restrict all the animals to here so they stop wandering around for a while. And you know what? I'm actually going to do that for now. Because I don't want them going so far that Lona has to trek over half the map just to see to them. Sorry, animals. I mean, the animals have consumed much of the grass, and not really any more grass is growing right now because it's so cold and volcanic-y. But in the future, the elephants won't be roaming as free. I'll make the young roam free, because I don't really care about where the young are off to. But for now, I want my elephants to just take care of themselves over here. I mean, I guess they can roam around a bit out here, that's no big deal. But they can chow down on this hay to their heart's content, and Ryan Rex will fill it back up to his heart's content. Poor Lona, she treks all the way over to the animals to tend to them. Just as she gets there tired, the elephants turn around and sprint to the base. It's exactly how it's going down. But as in many of these pawn-based kinds of games, minimizing travel time is the big way to get gains. Do I have many spare beds? I gotta have a lot of spare beds here. Ryan Rex, you may not be assigned to construction, but I'm going to have that be one of your lowest level tasks here. You're never going to do this on your own because there'll always be stuff to clean and haul, but I want you to deconstruct these because that's not skill-based at all. Meowzilla continues to erect. These granite walls take so much work, but I think it's worth it. Uranium and plasteel are the only two materials that are stronger than granite, to my knowledge. And granite is much, much more readily available than both of those. The downside, the big downside on granite is that it's a 6 times multiplier in the amount of work involved in making anything out of it. That's a big downside. A very big downside, in fact. But we'll live. Well, Meowzilla will especially live. Must be pretty hard to coerce elephants with food when you have all this hay for them to eat right there. If I saw someone coming at me with drill arms, I'd bolt as well. I want to read about these drill arms again. Health, drill arm. Mechanical arm replacement for speeding up mining. Built-in snake drill. What's a snake drill? I assume it's a very manipulable one. General purpose manipulator and is somewhat ungainly. Can be used in a fight though. But Lona's Thrumbo Horn would make a much better weapon anyway. Health is still working on making that chem fuel, which is taking longer than I'd expected, but oh well. Uranium's pretty cool though. Imagine all the tourism if Aberdeen were known as the Uranium City. Don't think they could call themselves that. It would confuse too many people. How do you hold a horn with drill arms? I believe the implication of these specialty arms is that they retract their tools and then still serve as a normal hand, every bit as useful as a human hand. I recall reading that, but God help me if I can remember where from. Oh, do not. Do not roof that, please. It's going to make it dark and hard for you to work in. Snake drill is the metal snake you put down your drain to clear a plug. Really? I just disassemble the pipework and clean them out. Oh, that is so much faster than what you were able to do before, Lona. Happy to see it. It's still a little slower than I had hoped for, but that's chipping away at compacted steel. It has 3 times the health as just chipping away at slate here. We got some granite rock to compare to. Oh, granite's 900, but still. Oh, chipping away at that as well. Right through the corner. That's the power of the snake drill for you. But I'd like you to mine these first, please. Oh yeah, that's gone in no time. Excellent. You might reasonably say, why not just smooth out this part of the wall? And that is a compelling argument. But not one that I'm going to listen to. Smoothing walls takes a long time. Drop pods can indeed come in through the roof, but they cannot come in through overhead mountain. So yeah, this and this is very vulnerable to drop podding, as are all the bedrooms, but if I mine out a base here, or here, I won't get attacked there, so it's a good place to keep vulnerable things like hydroponics. I've had fights in hydroponics, and let me tell you, hydroponics are very flammable. Oh, I forgot this, but Health actually mines, prepares these blocks as well when he's not planting. And there's not a lot of planting for him to do, so this is kind of good. I should probably suspend the granite block practice and focus more on making anything. Because the granite... Oh yeah, you can reach out to there for them. Whoa, now. Let's drop that radius a bit. Well, that radius is already really really small. Delete, and paste. There we go. I don't like people walking a long way to go and grab chunks one at a time. I'd rather they were stocked up in these shelves next to them, so they just grab and keep working. Marek, praying for Randy to attack me. It's been a long time since Randy attacked me, so I'm quite surprised. And for myself, delighted that he is elected to give me something of a break. I did make granite wall here, right? Good, good. Good, strong granite. Now the termite cannon, as we saw, tears through granite wall like it's not even there. So I can't afford to let termites get close to me. I need some more concrete here as well. This gives me a lovely opportunity to just build up my base. An opportunity that I plan on using. Oh, this is bad. Lona's building when she should be doing anything but. I'm going to continue to order you to mine. God knows what's there, but I want it. And there's still some stuff to mine here. Once I've grabbed the obvious bits of steel around here, and I will always be wanting more steel, I'll send her on more invasive jobs into the mountain. For what it's worth, can I look up... rough granite? Rough slate? What counts as rough granite? Ah, that's floor though. Makes sense, I'm on the floors thing here. Could I find, say, just granite? Nothing but granite. Yeah, okay, great. If you can find granite, then you can find me silver ore. If you can find silver ore, you can find me the gold ore. Oh, bollocks, that is ages away. Any good raiding opportunities, Jake? We're not far off our last raid. There are these ancient complexes, and there's this item stash of a single mortar barrel, and this farming worksite. Now, the farming worksite could have a field hand on it. The reason I'm hesitant to go there is that I'd have to trek through all these mountains, which is a lot more time than I'm willing to invest into that. But a field hand would be great for health. Yeah, it's occurring to me now that Voomer is still a frustrated body modder. But I'd like to give her a mental calculator if I can ever find one. Yeah, health, getting a field hand would make him a lot faster at planting things. I gave one to TBW in the last campaign and he became a one-man sowing machine. What's with the lack of corn hauling, man? Get to it. That's strange. He doesn't seem to use the pick up and haul stuff. That could be bad for me. No, I could have sworn he... Maybe pick up and haul doesn't apply to slaves. Because normally he would go and just grab all these things. Oh, don't tell me having a slave isn't good for hauling. Maybe Nyx's main job should be hauling, given how useless he is. I'm going to have you haul over research now. Maybe he's disobedient and that's why he won't do it, possibly. But I haven't explored much with slaves, so it's unchecked territory for me. Throne room's looking good, but it could look slightly better. I can also get around to building that roof area here. Good. I could mine out the component batch, but there's no real need to. This isn't going anywhere, and I don't need components, because I stole a lot of components from my new allies. Very nice of them to just give that to me. I think I'm finally going to install this lamp here as well, just so we can have some better vision for more of the room. That'll do nicely, for now. Lamps don't use a lot of energy, so it's fine to just keep them down, and I don't think they ever break down. Ooh. Why you gotta make this awkward? Oh no, these are the Imperial traders that I requested. How much silver do I have? 3,000. What do they have? Glitterworld medicine, a charge rifle. I don't care so much about a knee spike, although I bet Voomer would like a knee spike. Recon armor. Oh, lots of steel. Psychic sensitizer, psychic harmonizer is damn good. Especially for someone that's always happy. Very bad for people that get unhappy, though. Basically, I want everything they have. And that's difficult, because I'd have to kill them, or somehow get them killed. Don't you want to inflate your wealth, Jake? Mining and hoarding components are a pretty good way of doing that. That is very true. But probably not true enough. I want to go and make some nice artworks, mostly, to inflate my wealth. Well, health is learning how to craft, what with all that stuff. Okay, now there we go. He picked up and hauled there. Some reason when I order him to do it, he doesn't do it that way. What about you, Nix? If I tell you to haul this corn... he also only went and got one. What's up with that? There's plenty of places for corn, right? Yeah, these accept corn. Something strange is going on with this. What if I delete the zone then? There we go. Something weird was going on with the zone that I created. How bizarre. You winning? Arbiel, I have made it 2 years without a single colonist dying, despite Randy's best intentions. I would say yes, I am winning pretty hard. Slam that over here. Slam that over there. And move your excellent sculpture. Move your excellent sculpture here. And I'm sure our good slave Orion will get on that. It'll forget their designations there, but that's okay. And then I can expand this out quite a bit, give myself a lot more room to play with. They were only topping up the paste machine instead of hauling to a stockpile, which is why I think they didn't fill up their inventory. That would make sense. And yet, not enough sense for me. I'm glad to see all these blocks being created. Stone blocks, I think, are just so wonderful in the game. Can never have enough of them. Oh, I can't... Uh-oh. Are you telling me I can't force Ryan Rex into this bed? Where's he gonna sleep? I could send him back to his god-awful bed here. I might poke LWM about that issue, if she has any ideas about fixing it. It's hardly a deal breaker here. I'm just glad to see everybody so productive, especially Voomer. Hope Voomer invites her lover back to bed, though. Again, Lona on the construction, because I forgot to tell her to keep mining. And I do want a lot of mining done. All this steel, and it's good for the wealth. Because yes, now I am quite keen on getting lots of wealth. But what else? Strip mining is all well and good, but it's hard to know what you're going to get out of it. It's also better if John is there to cast a light source for them. Grid access is fine. Mine out all the steel there. The slave wanted a partner. And Voomer couldn't bring herself to say... Well, Voomer can't bring herself to say anything. Speaking's not her strong point. Okay, these Imperials actually buy elephants as well. But their market value goes way down. Difficulty and the fact that I'm selling impacts that quite a lot. That's a damn shame. Elephants are so much more valuable to me turned into furniture. And I can't bring myself to do that. I can, however, sell this new calf. They've got alpacas and stuff. Goodbye package meals. Advanced components are tempting because I have no other reasonable way to get them, but I have no reasonable way to use them right now either. Some Glitter World medicine for an absolute emergency might be useful, keeping 5 of them on hand. Don't need reinforced barrel. I love that cataphract tech print. But I'm never going to want to read up on how to make cataphract anyway. I never learnt that. Ooh. No, that's mine already. I need to make somebody use that. I want a psychic harmonizer. It would be so good on somebody who's usually happy. John is usually happy. Sensitizer is also good. It's interesting to me that the Imperials buy wood, but it's probably better to weaponize the money that I have, and that would involve buying an excellent... oh god, that price. An excellent charge lance, though, with a regular charge rifle, is very good for us. And then I can sell that top hat, that beret, our old cape, and I still can't quite afford it. Yeah, they have 2 charge rifles, but I can't afford both of them. They're also only normal. I'd later on like to make or steal better ones. That's a good point, though. I could always steal charge rifles later on rather than buying some of this. But they are the best rapid firing weapon in the game. Unless you really, really like the minigun and have someone that shoots quickly. It's difficult. It is difficult. John, you're in charge here. How many weapons do we buy? We got 1 charge lance and 2 charge rifles up for sale. We'd have to sell a lot to buy all 3, but buying 1 or 2 is not out of the question. Could always part with some of our very expensive things here. I'm trying to part with everything I can within reason so far. Interestingly enough, they buy our steel, but I will always have a use for our steel, especially if I want hydroponics. Of course we have extra... Yeah, we can actually sell all of these. I'm sure we'll have an opportunity to get more. Liver, heart, lung, kidney. Definitely get the lance and pick up 1 rifle. 2 if you feel that you can get enough money from mining and making art to cover the costs later on. I certainly do. It's a question of if we can afford it now. I'll just take 1 for now. We don't have enough good shooters to justify it anyway. Okay. Just at that moment, we had a swarm of mad rats. How many mad rats? Not enough to really pose a problem for our friends here, I think. But why take any risks at all? By the way, where's the equipment? The equipment that we just bought. Am I going mad here? Where'd it go? They must have dropped it. They don't have it there, but I'm not seeing it. Under the sprites, probably. Normally you can right-click and see them here, and I'm not seeing them. Unless you somehow immediately have... Oh, you immediately picked it up and brought it back. Well, that's good of you. Right, well, the other question is who gets what? Also, why are you running in fear? Are the rats around here? Oh, there's one all the way down there. That one's outside. That one's about to be shot to shreds. Okay, Health decided to run away from this rat. How about you just go out there and kill it instead? Oh, that rat. I'm sure you can manage to take out a rat or two. Oh, well, there it is. God, you're bad. Oh, slave rebellion! He will seek weapons and try to eliminate your colonists. He's more likely to rebel when his suppression level is low. So upon seeing this angry rat, he thought, I should be as angry as this rat is. Voomer, I know they're your lover, but you need to put them down. Lona, we might need your help here. In fact, we might need some elephant help here. All of these should really join you in an attack. Fight as and when you need. Colonist needs treatment. Ryan's no colonist of ours. He's a traitor. I gave him everything he could want and he throws it in our face. John's just carrying the Glitterworld medicine. Well, there goes that. How about that sniveling rat? A lot of value in a dead rat, you know. Hey, Lona, could you finish off that last rat, please? You stay there just in case it comes up as well. Poor Linus got dinged there. But I think you're the only animal that got hurt there. I have a new medical tab where I can check these things out at. Animals. They all seem fine to me. Wait, does this list not scroll or something? Maybe this list isn't as good as I thought. I'm sure I have more animals than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it doesn't even list the dog here. Maybe it doesn't do UI scaling. So I should test my mods first, right? Oh yeah, it's not taking into account the UI scaling. Well, what a shame. Always test your mods. Voomer, that's alright. You can go and save your lover. Good job, Lona. Randy must be really preoccupied with something. Maybe he's playing a game of craps. Oh, we're taking the slave back to the slave's new bed. Well, he is guilty. He's very guilty. In fact, he's also about to die. Actually, he's very, very likely to die. Freshly torn off toe. I could take him over to here. For slave medical. Oh, I can designate a slave medical bed. Which means I would take him out of there and bring him over here. So I'd bring him over there and then maybe, just maybe, save his life. We'll see about that. Make Voomer execute him. I want him to fight to the death. He might not live, though. He really might not live. Right, so about those guns, John, we have 4 people that can use those guns, but only 2 get the good ones. Unless people are in chat wanting to shout up about who gets what. Health, Voomer, Nix, and Meowzilla are the only people who are allowed an opinion. Yeah, I think Ryan Rex is going to live here. An hour might not seem like a long time, but it's going to be increased. Bloop. Yeah, he's going to be fine. Barcode Battler has a lot of opinions for someone that isn't in this game. Wonder where he gets it from. Randy's also playing RimWorld with himself as a storyteller. Should Health and Nix really be allowed an opinion? Ooh. If they're in chat, they can have whatever guns they want. If not, give them to whoever the best shots. Oh. How useful. How pragmatic. I was wondering if that would drop his or give him more suppression after that, but it doesn't seem so. Slaves seem like more trouble than they're worth. I'd rather just have full-fledged colonists. Right, still the question was posed, who are the best shots? Health is a surprisingly good shot. Boomer is okay. And Meowzilla is also okay, but more interested in it. Alright, Meowzilla can get the repeating rifle. I mean, Boomer really wanted that rifle anyway. So, take our weapons locker, shove out these weapons that we just got. Health, go and equip that charge lance. Meowzilla, go and equip that charge rifle. And now we've got some real killing power on our side. The unfortunate thing is, Health is really very vulnerable to being shot himself. What with that no armor he has. Boomer's got a I swear I had a good bolt-action rifle, but I guess not. Linus doesn't need treatment, they're fine. Come on, those tiny little attacks from human fists don't even hurt an elephant. Isn't it like 30 to 40 hours in? Oh, it's been quite some time. Isn't there something about stats for your thing? 1 day, 8 hours, 37 minutes. There's quite a bit of time into this run, and there's a whole lot more to go. Health hopes he'll be able to shield himself behind his metaphorical giant balls for going into battle without armor. I don't see the appeal of going into battles with armor in this game. However, I don't like the fact that I can't shack Ryan up with Boomer. They're both going to be unhappy about this, I think. Well, we'll see about that. You're still apparently, well, you're remembering the loving that you used to get. That's as good as it gets. Can't a nudist wear flak vest? Or just have, well, flak vest, it does count as clothing. And I'm going to assume a jacket does as well. I think hats are about the only thing that don't count as clothes for nudists. Right, I actually want to install some more beds here to our prison. Now the prison will migrate in due time. I'm going to push it forward. But for now, I need it to be a good prison because we have a habit of bringing home lots of prisoners. Wow, they even get an excellent bed in there? That seems off. I bet Nyx would rather have that excellent bed. All these beds that I stole when on raiding. So good, saves me a lot of materials and time in making them myself. There we go. Healthy prison for lots of executions to be had in the future. The thing there is that I don't know how I can force Ryan and Boomer to sleep together. It doesn't seem to work. Maybe I can designate it as for slaves, and then give it to Ryan. No, as soon as I set it like that, it gets taken away. The game automatically made Boomer and... Oh, go back to bed. Automatically made Boomer and Ryan Rex sleep together when they became lovers. Maybe that's an automatic thing that doesn't check for whether or not they are slave and master. And this gun is good. 15 damage, 3 shots, relatively accurate. Good at killing. But this gun is excellent charge lance, 30 damage, decent stopping power, decent range. I mean, this is what we were being shot at by those accursed lancers previously. Dangerous times, those. What's the point in having a slave if you can't force them to spend the night with you? Not sure anybody really knows. Oh, little kid. They got scratched by a rat and that's it. Nice of all the rats to attack them for us, but perhaps I was hoping too much that a bunch of angry rats would be able to take them down. This is where it can be really useful to have the psychic powers to make lots of animals angry. If there were a load of buffamoos or mega sloths, or even just one mega sloth here, it could come down and ravage one or two of them, and then they would bleed out. I could rescue them, get opinion bonus for rescuing them, and steal their stuff. But I don't have those powers. There's a lot of horrible things you can do to traders in this game. Oh, I hear that. Healthy digging from Lona. She gets hungry from it, and then gets back to digging. Right, are you getting up yet? No, you're still unconscious. The blood loss was really bad from all those. He'll get better though. That missing toe is no big deal. And thankfully, Meowzilla's almost done doing up Illustration's throne room here. Stopping by, says Von Boomer, to say good luck. Be sure to check if she can be productive manager as well, or if Meowzilla can be the only one. The problem with Boomer is that you're crummy at construction, and the engineer destruction gets a bonus to both construction and crafting. And since Meowzilla is happy about both of those things, then Meowzilla deserves the role. Besides, he came in, no complaints, and just has immediately got into a lot of work in this colony. How could I possibly tell him to get away from that? You know, this volcanic winter isn't all it's cracked up to be. Resume with the sowing. Allow sowing on everything. And I want this to indeed be cotton, because I haven't had cotton in too long. I was thinking the volcanic winter would be worse, but I guess it can only get so cold at this latitude, longitude, wherever we are on this planet. I thought they patched people not caring if they were attacked and killed by animals that you berserked. Maybe. Perhaps I haven't played to see that. Place, yes, place is what I'm looking for. And Lona's still doing construction, but there we go. John now has a pretty nifty throne room. The trouble is I don't think we have the ability to make him the next level up yet. No, we don't. John's honor is at 3, and in order to become a praetor he needs 7 more, so I need some more quests that help us with that. Nothing's available right now, but it will be. Also, get up. It's time for you to get back to cleaning, Ryan Rex. Slave Rebellion time 5.5 years. His moving capacity is really slowing down his desire on doing that. That suppression isn't going down. Maybe it would make sense to have him have his bed permanently over here. Then I don't need to worry about him whatsoever. And it's unlikely I'm going to have 5 colonists all needing... let's just say that one's for colonists and not really use it. Can't forbid it, but I could forbid this door. Yeah, I will actually. There we go. That shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully he doesn't get any bright ideas about running out on us again, and he can get back to doing his job of nothing but cleaning and eating the filth that comes out of the nutrient paste dispenser. Oh, he doesn't have a need for recreation. Ah, that's handy. He actually likes the fact that we release healthy prisoners, do we? Oh, that's weird. We released a healthy prisoner. Feels good to know we even treat prisoners well. That definitely shouldn't be around when we are happy to slaughter them. I just remembered to say, John, can you check the comms console with the Shattered Empire? Last time we talked to them it said something about my heir being Nyx. Well, we're right there to do exactly that. Flicky flicky and give them a call. So it seems that they automatically made Nyx your heir. And we could change it to somebody else, but I think this comes at a cost. Question is, who would be your heir? I mean, it definitely shouldn't be Nyx. That makes no sense to anybody. Come on, Ryan. Very slowly go around and clean up our base. Moving that over there so Nyx... There we go. Nyx has an excellent bed to sleep in the right place. So... It makes sense to have the barn be part of our big underground place where we can deal with all the nasty bugs and that. But what do I do exactly here? Do I order a big old strip mine operation? It's easily done. Could do something like this. Lona will be the only one to mine this stuff out. Yeah. Of course, we should have bits between them. I don't fear a cave-in on that, so there's plenty of support areas around. Well, I shouldn't fear a cave-in, but just in case, let's put another bit there, just to take care of this. And that means when you're done with the mining, you can be helped out there. I think the heir should be decided in a trial of combat. Might makes right, after all. That would have our very newly useful people start killing each other. I'm not quite at that part in this yet. Going mad with power. Ooh, this is going to open this place up, which is no good. I'm going to close that off then. John, we need a solar pinhole to light this whole place up, please. Ooh. It pays attention to angles and things. There we go, those should last a fair while. Slaves don't have rights. They're not your slaves, John. They're your fellow colonists. Damn, look at the speed he can erect that wall. They might be your peons at best. Yeah, Lona's got double drill arm. So Lona is chewing her way through these rocks like nobody's business. And Lona's actually going to spend her time viewing art. It makes sense, a designated time for relaxation in the evenings. And Ryan Rex is slowly speeding up. I have a lot more space for everything over here. Oh, I also wanted to tear this apart, didn't I? So that should become a wall. And these should be deconstructed. It's a small problem with the roof coming down if I don't keep this here. I better remember that's there for a reason. I could replace it with a column, of course. Meowzilla, this is important. Go and build that, please. Zedozed gave birth and immediately got pregnant again, Jings. Right, I wanted that side trainer used. John, where are you at? When you're done with that, go and teach yourself focus. Not high enough level to use focus, doesn't matter. Use it anyway. The ability to focus when you get your promotion is going to be useful. Very good for just about everything. Movement speed, fighting, landing your hits. I've killed people with falling roofs before. Don't want that to happen again. Good thing I didn't get that psychic harmonizer there. All the males are going to be unhappy, or unhappier. Yeah, there is a holy weapon. It's the tusks. We have pale imitations here, but there are real tusks, real relic tusks for us out there. Here we go. Left of might and right of purpose. Finding those is going to be difficult. They're hidden in these places of ancient danger. I don't like the sound of that. Where did you sleep last night, Ryan? You slept in the cold, sure, but I'm assuming you slept inside the hospital. Is that thunking? Oh, right, Meowzilla's bringing down the roof here. Or bringing down the walls. Take some more slate tiles around here if you don't mind. Not over this rough tile, this rough flooring, because I can smooth it out in the future, and likely will. But what will be done for now is these places get moved over. This door, I don't really like being here, so I'm just going to remove it. Although I could add a new door right about here instead, or there rather. It's a shame that John has to use this. Oh, that isn't right. There we go. Shame that John has to use this very mediocre chair. We'll get him a better one eventually, I'm sure. Actually, I could give him this good human leather armchair. Nobody does a lot of bioprocessing there. There we go. And this will make the whole place really breathe a lot more. Oh, good job striking that compact machinery, although we already knew it was there. Doesn't matter, not going to let that get in the way of the joy of finding it. Ah, lovely and relaxing. Thank you, Randy. I won't forget this. Actually, if you end up throwing lots of raids at me back to back, I may well forget this generosity. This contingent of fur should be relocated here so you can quickly have access to it. And I'll likely want a couple more just to house more tailoring materials and more sculpting materials. So nice having all these lamps. If I wanted to build my own lamps, they cost only 20 steel. I thought they would cost components or something. And I'm going to put a granite column here instead of a wall. Oh, can't do that. Right, I'll put the granite column here then. And perhaps another one here. This is just sheer paranoia talking, but I'll put one here. Just to make sure nothing comes falling down on my head. I can always rearrange a lot of the stuff in the middle here, but I don't want anything coming down on me. Yeah, I wonder if Randy's just biding his time, because all this time I'm building up my wealth, and it's going to make things more inopportune for me down the line. This room is a little ugly. I would like it to be a lot better. But this is a nice stage of the game where I can just kind of relax a bit comparatively. No, I didn't have concrete there. Of course not. I wouldn't have had it under raw floor. Lona continues to strip mine away here very handily. Just good to see everyone so productive. I wonder if I have an indicator of my wealth going up right now. No, it's actually going down a bit, probably from those elephants that I sold at a loss. That was a bit of a loss, and certainly goodbye my beloved silver. But Boomer continues to do the thinking. We'll have geothermal power in no time. We bought a lance weapon, and we bought another charge weapon there. Should increase our killing power. Our colonists don't fight often, but when they do, I'd like them to be able to contribute. But that 0 armor on health makes me worry. If I had stone skin, I'd give it to him, so at least his skin itself would be armor. It would make him hideously ugly, so Lona might, you know, ditch him. But that's their problem. Nice. The thinking speed continues to go well. It's an extremely impressive room here. The only thing I think that's better than that is unbelievably impressive. We need quite a lot more wealth for that, and it really wouldn't be worth anyone's time. Flick that off, we don't need this thing powered up right now. Lona's lacking scars, it's only one missing ear, which someday I would like to replace. Camel hide and pemmican over here. It wouldn't be too hard to go raiding. But for camel hide and pemmican, not when we're not desperately needing raiding done. Yeah, farming site nearby with a lot of berries. Now I don't really care for the berries, but I do see a farming site, and I think I bet they have farming hands for us. And it's tempting to send Voomer, Lona, and Nyx just to increase the medical power of the team away, but I don't want to tear Voomer away. I could send health. The temperatures wouldn't be too bad for health, I'm sure. Well, if it got really cold, he'd be in trouble, but I'm sure he'd be fine. Yeah, I think we'll go in a raid over there, though. The berries I don't care about, but the humans... Oh, we could bring them back and harvest them till the cows come home. I also think it would be very prudent for us to light up our prison and our hospital with a bit more permanence. I shall do it like so. Especially since I don't have to pay for these. I just have them. They've been graciously donated to me. Maybe even a farming slave? You know, a slave to deal with a farm might sound appealing, but the thing about farming is that it's a skill that levels up over time. And leveling up an investment like that in somebody that you could just as well throw away doesn't seem so right. You don't seem so happy there, John. Come on, cheer up, chum. Oh, Lona's playing the harp for you just to cheer up, John. Now, there's a good member of our society. Danger pods. Anarchist. What, we're called the Anarchist? Archic Secretary. Oh no, Anarchist is the Archic Secretary of the Concord. They're making a request. A mechanoid swarm has been attacking his settlements. He wants you to signal the mechs to distract them while he clears the hive. A mechanoid cluster will land at the elephant graveyard containing a centipede, 2 pikemen, a scyther, a weather controller, 3 mech nodes, a mech drop beacon, a mech capsule, and a turret. I don't like the sound of any of that. However, he offers us Luciferium. What's 24 times 5? 120. 120 days worth of Luciferium. A legendary LMG. I don't believe in LMGs. Even if legendary makes it very good, it's still blah to me. Learning assistant. People would get better at skills. And a side trainer for wall raise. Ooh. I tell you that Lucy is a little bit appealing. But just taking a big fight like this is also rather appealing. Learning assistant wasn't what I thought it was. I was thinking of the neuro thing that helps with research. Learning assistant isn't worth all that much. But a legendary LMG might be pretty good. Oh man, enough of Silu. Artwork of a chemist eating an eggplant. There's a town to the left of the main scene. 6 shots, fairly inaccurate, but the legendary status gives it a lot more accuracy, with a reasonable range. There's a lot more mechs than apparent thanks to that drop beacon and such. True, but I have the power to call in allies to help me deal with this. Allies and our own trooper squad. And traders. How can we say no to this? The question is, what prize do we want, John? You get to choose. A learning assistant for whoever wants it, as well as wall raise, which is... Well, it's beyond the level that we can use it, and I've never thought it was that great, but there it is. An LMG, legendary status, anyone could have it. Or Lucy, the devil's bargain. If we don't find more Lucy in 100 days, whoever is hooked on Lucy's going to have a very, very bad time. They'll die. There is no way at all to remove Lucy from your system. It does make you a hell of an everything. It improves your everything. But no Lucy, no life. And let's say all of our drugs burned up somehow. That would be terrible too. John, you make the call, but we are taking this quest. I can't say no to it. The first choice seems the most prudent right now. We're not powerful enough for a supply of Lucy. You want the side trainer and the learning assistant and not the LMG? Oh well, that was his choice. Isn't resurrection serum a way to get rid of Lucy? Nope, even if you die with Lucy and they're brought back, you're still addicted to Lucy. Oh well, let's take it. I wonder where it's going to land. I would have gone for the gun as well, but John decided he wanted an ability we can't use and an implant that's not that useful. Although we could give it to Voomer, and I think Voomer would lose that body modder frustrated thing for it. Hello. Glad I restrict my animal movement now. The weather controller causes fog. There's that centipede. LMG's overrated, says John. Well, he knows the best. I think it's high time we saw what our allies can do. What was it again? Structure... furniture. Maybe I'll just make sleeping spots instead of animal sleeping spots so the animals don't accidentally run over here. So that activates them. And now we have hostiles here. And now, John, you're the one that caused all this. You go and flick that and communicate with our friends. Summoned reinforcements nearby. Okay, the reinforcements did not involve a whatchamacallit, so we're okay. One of these, a centipede. Centipede's bad. Let's get our allies to come in and deal with this. We can watch and see how they perform. We request immediate military aid, which we can't ask for again for another day. And as long as we rescue 2 of them, it'll generally work out even Stevens. Did they drop inside our home? Yeah, they did. They smashed John's roof. They smashed Health and Lona's roof too. Alright, they're conversing on the problem. Also, if they drop some of their weapons, if they're good weapons, and not bio-coded, that'll work out for us as well. Any recognized names around here? No, but I recognize a normal chain shotgun Nyx could miss with 3 shots in a volley instead of 1. Plasteel axe, bio-coded Zetsu hammer. It's always bio-coded when I want it. There's a good LMG. Good second fiddle to legendary, right? There's a mod that lets you choose where they land. If I can choose where they land, I feel like that would trivialize a lot of fights. Bringing in allies is already a big help. If you can choose where they go, then it just doesn't seem right. Also, who are these folks? Law? Is that Cal-Law? No, it's Michael Law. I don't recognize any of these folks. Alright, folks, get involved. Allies are such a crutch. Yes! But if you don't use kill boxes and you don't make your people into super soldiers, you gotta have something to offset these escalating attacks, and I like to use allies. Alright, actually we got a lot of allies for this. If you keep killing off people from the other areas, they end up injured and with fewer people to actually send to your help for a long time. I don't know the exact way that works, but I know the exact way you're about to stop working. Wow, actually, I think you got deflected there. The blade bounced right off Scythers are meant to be very armor-cutting, aren't they? Armor penetration of 30%. Oh well, good on you, Mossos. Now the real trouble's going to be this bugger right here, a centipede with a heavy charge blaster. That's a lot of problems for our friends here. Fortunately for us, their mini-turret is in a very bad place. James, look at those shots just pouring in. Mossos went down like it was nothing. Chili's hit the ground as well. They need to engage the centipede in melee, or else that's going to be bad news for these folks. But he didn't engage the centipede, he engaged the pikeman. Oh, and even Aureus went to engage the pikeman. Hopefully they kill that fast and engage the centipede, because the centipede is the deadliest thing in the game. I mean, I could always call down an aerial strike on these buggers, but I think I'll pass on that for now. Topla, doing the unorthodox and engaging with their high melee, using a chain shotgun, just bashing in this mech with it, and doing good for it. Very impressive. Okay, great, they engage the centipede in melee, and they're going to stun it with that Zeus hammer. Kazumi down. Centipede not down, but centipede badly damaged. 3 well-equipped and armoured people can take on a centipede, and these are certainly well-armed and armoured. Artillery on your own allies? That sounds much more up my alley. They would hate me for it, for what it's worth. We're going to need people to go and save our friends, so I'm actually going to assign everybody to come and help out with this over here. There are definitely going to be people going down, and it's going to be a matter of minutes. That's assuming they win this. They haven't won yet. Topla's down over there. John is an unhappy bugger. I need him to not break on me here. What's that poor... Oh yeah, the psychic drone isn't helping, I suppose. So this wasn't a huge mech attack, but it was still enough for for our allies to have trouble winning. Big trouble winning! Oh my days. Down goes that. Alright, everybody. Come on, we got people to help. That was excellent, though. Very excellent. I wouldn't mind this thing being destroyed as soon as possible, but there's no hurry on it. That fog isn't going to ruin anybody's day. Also, those animals shouldn't be joining in here. That was a mistake on my part. So this would not have been possible if I hadn't rushed for the comms console and sending gifts to allies, or making allies. Having other people fight and die for you is a lot of what I'm about. Now let's find people that can actually live long enough to be saved. Chile's fine, Mosos will be touch and go, but I think they'll be okay. Rescue Mosos. Rescue Chile. Kazumi, how are you feeling? Kazumi will be fine. So, Elf, go and rescue Kazumi. I need more people from the Fallen Imperium to save. Because they're the ones that, yeah, their one is down quite a bit. Topla? Topla is part of the Fallen Imperium, and Topla is going to live. So, Lona's a little slow, I won't have you help out, but you go and rescue Topla. Anyone else down that you see? Down and that we care about? Shorty, I'm not sure I care so much about Shorty, he's already dead. I mean, I could save Law, rather than have people just wander back. On we go then, let's rescue poor Law. Make sure you tag your corpses so we don't end you don't send your own friends. I don't know what you mean. Tag your corpses so we don't send you your own friends. Sorry, Marvin, I'm not getting it. Sucks to be Shorty, but Shorty is dead. Ooh, they dropped an excellent revolver for us, and I want that chain shotgun. Nyx is having that. That's another thing allies bring, their own tools for you. Another chain shotgun, don't mind if I do. A good shotgun. It's gifts that I can send to people to make stuff back in the end. Sadly, I can't directly insulted Nikoso's ideas. It's a shame they didn't end up killing each other. Oh, I missed you, but Cataract's in bad back. Moth deserves to die. I think it needs people to die before it generates new people coming in, and then it's going to pull more from the chatters list. Oh, saving 5 people was a good number there. And I trust we're giving them the best of patting their wounds. Mosos is going to die, guys. Maybe tend to them with priority. I could, by the way, strip them. My friends wouldn't like it much, but sometimes it's worth stripping people for good gear, even though it offends the others. This should be alright, though. I'll certainly get the happiness back with the people. I will want a bigger and better hospital, though. This is not big enough. I need to move it more frontal, like around here. In fact, it's a shame that that's on overhead mountain. But I could even make this my hospital. Oh no, that's far away from the food. Okay, I could bring it up like so. Have the entrance point here and here. Many more beds. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'd love my television plugged in as well. If I put it there, or there, then people could watch it from here, or even there, or even there. Very inconvenient place for it, but it tucks it away rather nicely. Telly in the hospital's always worked well for me. I don't see the point though. Your guests don't care about recreational need, and your own people aren't going to have a mental break in the hospital no matter how unhappy they are. Or at least if that has happened, I haven't seen it. They're usually too unconscious for it. Bye, Moth, you won't be missed. Ah, but the bodies... The bodies should of course be brought back to make more skinned things to send away with. Yes. I also need to bring back some prisoners so that John can cheer up. Defeating the mech thing will cheer people up as well. But I think once Lona's rested up, she'll go and deal with it. I think I interrupted your loving there, sorry about that. If you put the TV there, will your people be able to access the shelf? Yeah, they'll just stumble over the TV, I'm sure. Chow down, Lona, and don't go digging at slate. I want you to destroy the weather creator thing. Apparently the temperature's too dangerous for these people. How bizarre. Oof, that infection's gonna be a problem. Nah, they'll leave the map and be fine for it, I'm sure. Meanwhile, Lona is slowly on the prowl. I feel bad about that reduced moving speed. If I gave her bionic legs, she'd be better at it, but it's for another day. Yes, Reunion was a mod that would guarantee people coming in, but the side effects of that mod were far too bad in my opinion. What it meant was... Oh, before I do this, let's strip these people. So I can take their bodies without their useless clothes. Reunion lets people come back and brings them back via events that make them join, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. Ooh, these things were allowed for some reason. This isn't home zone, is it? Well, some of it is. Why do you not have your grenades? Oh well, you're just going to bang this thing very slowly, I'm afraid. Actually, it might be slowly. It might be faster if you equip this chain shotgun and blast it. 6, 7, 3. Oh yeah, that's a lot faster. Don't think it's faster than the explosives, but it's less annoying to me. What about the other allies? They don't seem to be leaving just yet, or they've already left. Wait, no one's tending to Law? They're just letting Law bleed out there? Come on, Voomer, I know you're not that much of a monster. Ting, ting, ting. Oh, one of those you missed, which isn't good. Actually, you're missing really badly there, Lona. You love shooting, but that doesn't mean you're any good at it. To be fair, I've never shot a chain shotgun. I don't know how hard it is. Let's deconstruct this, and then get hauling some stuff back. Oh yeah, I'd want to deconstruct that as well. And for all that difficulty, for other people, we get abilities and a learning assistant that we can't really use. That's alright, it's what the leader demanded. Now, get hauling. There's plenty to be hauled. The centipede is great, because I think it contains components, as well as a lot of stuff, but... we'd haul it indoors and then take it apart later on. Okay, right, I can live with all this. Don't really care about that poor knife, but I do care about bringing our stuff back. And I wouldn't mind Lona getting those grenades back in her hand. Equip those, or rather pick up those grenades later on, please. And Nyx, I'm sure, will be happy to get his chain shotgun. Voomer, for what it's worth, could also get a chain shotgun, but she seems to really like her bolt-action rifle. So we'll leave her with that. The bolt-action rifle is a decent gun, way into the game. The real loot was prying the gear off of our dead friends. Well, I'll tell you, getting those guns was a good trade there. Now, about going on that raid. Would certainly make John happier. Recent conquest has fallen down by almost half. Being rebuffed, eating, sleeping, night, yeah. It's alright, John's getting happier by the minute. Oh, and he'll be a lot happier the psychic drone is over. Then we really have little to worry about. Although I still want to go in that raid because I want those field arms wherever and however many there are. And I think that's all health should have. Just give health 2 field hands, and then he'd be able to be a one-man planting machine. I'm not sure if that's what he was intending on becoming, but it would be good for him. Would also be good if we butchered these bodies, don't you think? Right, but who did I say I'd send out? Was it Nyx? Oh, let's not take these useless things, shall we? Just the centipede will do fine. The real reward is the friends we killed along the journey. Wait a second. Our friends are doing fine. And really they're just... Oh, maybe I should give them prison food. Or else they might die in my care. I do need to keep them around long enough to keep them alive. The you get nothing there is still there for our slaves. Well, not slaves, but the prisoners, so I don't want to waste time feeding. I'm thinking I will cancel all the edge mining here, so that I don't accidentally turn this into an open area. Because then all the things on the inside will begin degrading. Does make it a little more awkward to get in and out of, but that's alright. There we go. More work for Lona, although Lona's about to head out with our elephants and with Nyx, right? Yeah, Nyx. I could send them out now, but I should send them out fresh in the morning so that they spend more time moving. So we'll do it tomorrow. Ah, this stuff... Oh, Crivens, right. Need to actually build a new wall here, or else this isn't much of a... isn't much of a hospital. It's alright, I know a guy who'll get right on the job. Also, the prison's about to not become a prison. Let's fix both those things. Nice to finally start digging away at this rock, but Lona gets it done very fast. Stopping by to see if I'm still happy and free, says Rook. You are out there, and I'm not sure you have the capacity of figuring out what happiness is. I thought you would have left the map by now. Wild animals don't stay around forever. Maybe named animals do. But the elephant has no natural predators, so I think he'll do just fine out there. Unless you somehow offend a mega sloth. Oh, God, because it's no longer a hospital. Oh, this whole room became a prison! That's quite funny. Unintended consequence right there. Prisoners. There we go. Someone needs to save these poor buggers. Is that someone Nyx? No, Nyx is busy hauling stuff around as he does. Well, Meowzilla, before you patch in the last of that wall, could you rescue these two people? They are going to die of malnutrition before they leave the map. Their moving is just so slowed down. Well, not die, but they will pass out. It's a good thing that didn't accidentally make them hate me for imprisoning them. But I didn't actually imprison them, they fell out of the beds as soon as they became prison beds. Oof, biggest unintended consequence since Half-Life there. Alright, Nyx is on his way to the armory, where he's going to find himself a lovely chain shotgun. You may equip that chain shotgun, Nyx, against everyone's better judgment. There, just like that, our tools are getting better, all because of diplomacy with settled nations. Oh hey, Chile went over here. Chile, that's really not a place for you, and I was meant to forbid this. So where's Tupela going? I guess they're just going. One of our guests does have an infection, but it was Kazumi, and it's being seen to. And they're gaining enough immunity because these wooden beds are alright. I hope hospital beds don't need power, because I don't plan on powering them. Powering sounds too much like empowering. Ooh. Well, if they do try to leave, that mad bison is going to have their way with them. Oh, and I left this door open. I think I just did that to get people back faster. Can anyone close that door swiftly for us? It'll annihilate Topla, though. Maybe that's for the better, though, if Topla is annihilated. Well, what's the point in having nice new weapons if we don't put them to use? Next, Meowzilla, health. Let's go and kill ourselves a bison. As it tries to ravage poor Topla. Well, amazingly, Topla was still standing after taking that bruise. And goodbye, Bison. I had actually intended for it to take out Topla, but Topla's still going. The bison broke Topla's nose to pieces. Literal pieces, because that's unpleasant sounding. I don't know if letting your friends die and taking on a dangerous quest and snatching away all the rewards before hauling and skinning the dead can be designated as diplomacy, says Forecast. I would say it's the very essence of diplomacy, and I would also say I'm right. Right, it's getting up to night time. I want Nyx and Lona to have a good night's sleep, so that we can get to work. Also, free bison meat and free bison leather. It's not good leather, but it's leather. Now, if that's important, and this is also important, I think we might be missing out here. Perhaps I should allow the animals to go over there and eat as well. Or else I'm going to have animal starvation. The problem is they're eating all that food, and I'm not producing enough food thanks to this volcanic winter. It's growing, but it's not growing that well. Alternatively, I could keep all of my hay over here instead. That seems like a better idea right now. It seems like a much better idea for now. Should we install all of those over there and change the animal area to include all of this? I'm not having them eat the kibble though. The kibble lasts forever, so it makes little point to let them eat that. And Meowzilla's on the case because there's one thing Meowzilla does. It's moving things from A to B. Ryan, stop sleeping. Start hauling. I need hay for these poor beasts. Is it bad to call them beasts? Okay, another taming on Lona. Well, there's no male Thrumbo out there, but if there was, I would begin the Thrumbo breeding program. He's going to start getting hungry, but he might just be able to get moving enough to get off the map. Don't know if I'll get a bonus for that or not. But having Chili over there just makes no sense. Can't I bring you over? It's not made for people like you. Why is he still alive? Well, he was able to stand up to a bison. That's a different guy. No. Right, so there's a big problem that you can have with batteries. The zit moment, where it goes kablamo. Now, fortunately, I only have 3 batteries, which means it was only a minor fire. But if you have lots of them, it could have just destroyed this area. And anybody caught in it would be injured and put on fire. So that's why I like to limit my batteries to very few. There's nothing you can do to stop the zit effect except just not having batteries. But you can mitigate it by only having a few, and that's my chosen way to go about it. Alright, Bright-Eyed and Bushy-Tailed, it's time to hit up our friends, the farming work site. So we shall form caravan, go to there. At least we'll be exiting on the correct side for it, but I'm still hesitant to say it's going to take that short amount of time. I want Lona out there, and I want Nyx out there. Nyx mostly for his medical skills. It's tempting to send health as well for more medical skills, because there might be a lot of people that need healed up. But it's never been much of a problem before. It might be good to get some health, some experience out there. I'll send him off. Although what if it's really cold because it's not an arid area? Then he's going to be in a bit of a pickle. I don't want him freezing to death out there. If he really freezes, I can always steal some clothes off of the dead and make him wear those. It'll be a good learning experience for everybody. But of course we need the actual elephants to go out, and I see no reason not to send all of the elephants. All of the elephants and Cedar will make a fine way of carrying these things back and killing everybody there. Fan of Gaming is a bit slow in the head. I think I'll give him a rest. As for the items, I want my bedrolls. I do have lots of bedrolls, right? Oh, they're under travel supplies. Don't take kibble. I don't know why it makes you take kibble when there's plenty of food for your animals to eat along the way. Take a bit of herbal medicine just in case. And, oh good, I've got three bedrolls for us. We'll be fine then. Off we trot. Alik is saying, in my opinion, they should make the batteries malfunction, not have random bits of wire explode. Well, if the batteries exploded, you'd lose the battery, and that would really suck for tribal players, such as myself. I can see the point, though. Well, they're already moving the caravan. Let's find out. I do like that it feels, at least, like forming caravans is a lot easier now than it used to be. I could be dead wrong with that, maybe I just didn't understand how it worked before. But I remember being so agitated with how the caravans worked previously. We don't have the power. I'm gonna have to turn off some of our things because we haven't generated enough power for all of this. Could you kindly flick that switch? We need a lot more power being generated right now. I'm even gonna turn this thing off. Okay, if there's not going to be any wind, I'm not going to have any power at all thanks to that zit. And that means no food for people. The big downside of relying on nutrient paste dispenser. If your power goes down thanks to a solar flare or something like this, you are just straight out of power for a while, when we're at the mercy of the winds picking up. There is, however, a bunch of fine and simple meals, so I could temporarily assign everybody to, where is it under again? Eat the best food that you can. Fine food is fine. Does that allow for packaged meals? It does, and I don't want to do that. There we go. So they'll go and chew through these fine and simple meals that I have. And maybe even some pemmican if I have it lying around. Are we far from geothermal? Kind of. We need another 3,000 research done. And research at a standstill if we can't power our high-tech research bench. Food for the colonists on the caravan? Did I give them food? Oh, normally I give them berries, and I don't think I gave them anything, did I? They will get hungry, won't they? I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll meet people that have food for them on the road. Your caravan has run out of food. Okay. I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll get over there, they'll kill people. Those people will have food. Can't worry about these things. Besides, Health will be able to feed himself. Yeah, I forgot. Normally when I form the caravans, I give them my berries. This time I didn't give them berries, and I didn't even think twice about it. Maybe there is a good reason to periodically harvest berries then. Alright, if that's how it's going to be, I will keep a small area here for making berries. I'm so reliant on my berries, I forget all about this stuff. Also, I just find it's nice to have the berries around. An army munches on its stomach, some Scottish guy 25 years ago. Oh, well, I can't believe it. That guy managed to leave the map, and I got a relation boost from it. I wonder if Chile could leave the map now. Ooh, Chile isn't being fed. He's on prison food, but nobody... Oh, because this is restricted. Okay, somebody go and feed the poor bugger. Still no power for us, though. Oh, that means we can't give them the prison food. Well, Chile's going to get very hungry. Yeah, that zit cost me quite heavily, actually. How's everyone doing on the food front? Actually, they're doing okay. Ooh. Neme, Alice Neme has joined us. Well, they've come to visit at least. And they sell some good stuff. It would be tragic if they were incapacitated by something. Really, really tragic. Not sure if I can reasonably get anything to attack them. Well, maybe I can. Maybe Voomer can. And then again, they've got a knife, they'd be alright in melee. Not good armor, though. Not sure if the risks weigh in with the bet. Oh, thank the... Oh, God damn it, Lona! Lona's the one with the inspiration, and she's away. Right, these rare thrumbos. Is one of them male? Yes. I need Luna back ASAP to get that thrumbo. And they usually last for a day or so at least. As long as there's food for them, and I'm sure they'll be okay. Yeah, better not overload the caravan this time. That means I need you guys to work as soon as possible. Okay, we have enough power. The food generator is back online. Slightly. The inspiration still lasts for a while, as I recall. I'm actually not sure where it's going to show up here. Here? No. Well, we'll check it when they're on the encounter, which they're now on. 7.3 days, so bags of time. I would like these animals to all help out. Now, they have no automatic guns. Guess that makes sense. It is a farming site, not a killing site. But I want those animals to go on a rampage whilst we hide like cowards over here. Health, however, can take that spot to occasionally shoot out. But I needed this done and done quickly. Oh, they're just tribals. They should be no problem to destroy. Go, my army of animals, go! Oh my god, this place also has lightning hitting it. Dry lightning as well, the worst of them. So, Busto, Tiger, Jackal, Mole, Dorizalgo, Ascom. Very dead people here. You gonna nail a shot from that distance? You might. You shot the nose clean off. Sadly, that does no actual damage. And that missed. Come on, less missing. There we go. The area is now safe. You can reform on the map. Well, I'd rather these people got blitzed a bit more. It's nice to know that you don't need to go and explore the whole place. But sometimes I really feel like it's the right thing to do. I still want you to nail that person so we can see what you're all about. Go and check that out. Lona, go and check that out. Next, make that incredible shot. A more incredible shot, please. Take them down. I don't want them running. Oh. Well, I was hoping to take them alive. How are they doing for... Oh, no, they're not going to have drill hands, most likely, because these people are low-tech. Dang, I should have considered that. I also should have considered if they were part of anyone that I'm allied with, but it would appear not, thankfully. So no farm hands. Gutted. Certainly fires, though. What do we have here? Ooh, synth thread bedrolls. That's a big gain. Oh dear. You know what, let's just reform that caravan before things get ugly here. Get ourselves back home ASAP, please. And capture everybody. Everybody we can, please. I'm not going to take some dead people, but I will take their... Hang on, there was meant to be furs here. What? No, there were berries. Where are the berries? I strongly recall coming over here for a mountain of berries. Or do you only get what you can see? Maybe you have to find it to get it. Well, certainly nothing here worth having. Unless I want those gibbets. Gibbet cages, rather. What's in here? Ah, so you do have to find them. I've been lied to. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm just choosing to believe I've been lied to. But yes, you need to find them to get them. How about that? None of this stuff seems worth our time. There's an argument to be made for taking these cages, but I need to get back home as soon as possible. But they are made of steel, and I like steel. And I have a lot of elephants for carrying these things. Take all the pemmican, every last berry, and I want those bedrolls. Doesn't impact our speed much at all, which means I could take some chunks with me. But I don't think I will. But I do like chunks. That'll do. On your bike. I need Lona back here ASAP before that Thrumbo decides to disappear. Now there's another thing I could do. I could psychically shock the Thrumbo, contain it here, and then wait for Lona to arrive and deal with it. But I'm confident it's not going to leave that quickly. They seldom do. There's food for them to subsist on, if nothing else. Split Luna off with an elephant? Nah, their movement speed isn't that impacted. I think it's worth considering. Medical emergency, Ziggo's gonna die. Are they really, though? Nah, he's exaggerating. They always exaggerate. Dead in 7 hours, dead in 5 hours. It's always the same thing out of these bloomin' captives. I need medical care. I need food. I need decency. Nah, none of that. And none of our animals look to have taken any serious damage. A few cuts and bruises, nothing that health and nicks won't be able to take care of. Scraping the barrel when you're considering taking chunks. Well, that's a lot of chunks to get. Considering that it takes a lot of mining to get anywhere near as much chunks. I mean, we dug all this and we got maybe 20 chunks. And there was the offer to get me about 100 chunks. If you're mining for chunks, it might be a lot better just go out and caravan with elephants for it. Of course, chunks still need the work to be turned into useful blocks. That's just how it goes. So this is 2 Thrombos with Inspired Taming and 2 Thrombos killed with a well-timed Gotham Psychic Lance. Plus 1 Thrombo close, but not during an Inspired Taming. Randy seems generous. Well, you don't generally get the... For one, I'm not sure if the inspirations are Randy-based. The Thrombos likely are. But I still need Lona back, and Lona's probably going to take a nap before coming back. Oh, our visitor is leaving. Maybe I should have tried to talk to her, or at least angered something to kill her. Like Rook. Elephants go onto a rampage, don't they? Risky, but I mean, that's some good stuff. Reinforced barrel, medicine, meals, and silver. We'll live without it. Another eclipse. It does not want me being able to keep my keep my crops alive. It also doesn't want me having any energy right now. I've turned off everything I can think to turn off. Aside from the lights, I suppose, but lights are very low consumption. I suppose 5 of them put together does add up. Is Ryan Rex sleeping on the floor? What a tragedy. I am gonna give this for my slave. Get up and go to your proper bed. Oh? Non-medical? Okay, Tiger's coming back with us as well. This power issue is something else. I need a good gust of wind to start filling up my batteries. And without power I can't get the geothermal researched either. How are the animals all doing, by the way? Yeah, you're able to tend to people quite well on the road, which is handy. There we go, got some actual wind coming in. That allows us to bank up a bit of power, thankfully. Zigo complaining again. That's all these people do is complain. No way. Ryan Rex proposed marriage to Voomer, and Voomer agreed. I think it's more that Voomer didn't and couldn't say no. That just isn't right. Okay, Lona, we need you back to right some of these wrongs. It'll be daytime, so hopefully those Thrombos will still be awake and alert for us. If they make motions to leaving, I could get John to go and lance them. Actually, I don't think he has the lance. No, yeah, there we go. Psychic Shock Lance. Come on back, folks. We need you now more than ever. Well, we need Lona more than ever. Infection. From prisoners that are going to die, of course. I'm going to harvest them, kill them, and then sell those organs to the Imperial traders. Because those people have got the good stuff. On that note, John, if we manage to bank up a bit of energy, I'd like you to call those traders. Come on. Did I just hear somebody having a miscarriage? Maybe that... Oh, I think it was Jimmy getting an illness in his leg. Alright, there is no time to be... no time to spare here, Lona. Once you do whatever it is you're doing, I want you to tame that male Thrombo. As the elephants all rush on back. It was Jimmy, right? Oh, it's been treated. But I don't think he's going to do so well just with that. I'm actually going to let him rest up a bit. What would I do with that? I'd need a furniture, Sleeping spot here, purely with Jimbo's name on it. And then give Jemmy some actual medicine. Can't just bandage up an infection, we need to rub dock leaves all over it. Lona, get moving! I think when she comes back she drops her grenades, which is not what I want her to do. I need you to ignore dropping off any of that junk and go and tame that Thrombo. She'll start by taking some berries into her... No, stop doing what you're doing. No, she insists on unloading. I always want you carrying grenades, remember that. There we go, she's off to tame the Thrombo. For what it's worth, we should try our luck with the other one. But we want the male for sure, because that will give us a breeding pair. Jimmy's leg is miscarriage. There wasn't a pop-up saying miscarriage, right? I was hopefully imagining that. I think the game just has a general alert for bad things happening to your animals. Now I can cut off that rear leg, but there's no way I'm going to do that. I'm sure Jimmy will be fine. I will, however, unload my animals so that people don't have to do this manually. Actually, they would probably do it easier than I can. It's getting hard to click on the elephants here. But it does make my life easier. And I'm coming into the same place. There we go. Good elephants. I love my elephants. That infection, by the way, an equa and a short bow caused that. Come on, Lona. But if they go to sleep, you can't tame them, by the way. So hopefully they don't see the eclipse and think that it's nighttime. Also, I kind of want you to go away. Can I change this to being for prisoners? Then change it to be for colonists. And then actually just get rid of this bed. Maybe even just reinstall it over here so I have more space for more prisoners. Apparently it's a decent prison barracks by their standards. Okay, breeding pair we go. Are you going to transition to Thrombo army from elephants? It's going to remain a mixed army. Elephants are a venerated animal, so it makes sense for us to use them, both thematically and gameplay reasons. Gameplay reason being that having venerated elephants around gives a 5 buff to all of our moods, but if we get them killed, mood goes the other way, -5, then 8, and then I think even more for killing them. Okay, who's going to be our Thrombo here? Need a name for you, and I need you trained good. Welcome, welcome. You know what? We're going to call you Sora. For all those times I've accidentally tagged Sora instead of Stream. Damn that name. Damn that Dr. Fred. There's about a 1.5% chance that we can get the other female, and that would drastically speed up the Thrombo breeding process. I don't know the name of this tune no, I do know it. It's called Carry On. It's called Carry On in P Music, and it's so good. Lona came near the Thrombo while talking to herself about friendly farmers. Yeah, we just met some friendly farmers. How about that? Hopefully these prisoners don't start trying to escape. John, are you... I know you enjoy psi-focus gaining, but could you please abduct them? At least take Tiger to bed. Oh, and good lord, somebody needs to grab Shiggy Boo. Boomer's busy researching. You're unloading Busto. Well, go and capture Jigu. I want them brought back and organ harvested to death. Okay, Lona attempted to hold the Thrombo still. The Thrombo refused. Makes sense, the Thrombos aren't easy to tame, but it's still worth a try. Feels bad keeping the thrombos under what, not the thrombos, the elephants under what feels like captivity here. I'd like them to spread out a bit more since I have so little room for them here. There you go. Be slightly freer. It's just I want them close by so that Lona can work with maintenance taming without tearing herself away from her strip mining operations too much. Fortunately, the crowding isn't a problem for the elephants. All they care about is that they have hay to eat. And what I care about is having hay to feed them with. I might even need to have even more areas for hay. But hey, being close together like that means our Seathor and Sora can breed. How's Jimmy doing, by the way? He's not gaining immunity fast enough. He needs that tended with actual dock leaves. I've also got tons of medicine, which is rather nice. Gonna get to the point where I have too much of it and can sell it off. Maybe friendly farmers are like grapes in that fox and sour grapes fable. Oh, this lack of power is horrible. We're hemorrhaging our stored watt days. But speaking of hemorrhaging, there's a lot of prisoners to cause hemorrhages to right now. With gear that I don't really appreciate but should strip off anyway. I'm starting to wonder what my best way to store all these clothes are. A lot more cloth hampers, I suppose. I could build cloth hampers around here, and that would allow people to quickly store the clothes into these pods. A little bit of a pain, but... Oh yeah, I need cloth to build cloth hampers. 90 cloth to make a cloth hamper. Can I make them out of something else, like hides and such? Well, I certainly could. Cloth is a more logical approach, though. Oh well, a problem for the future. Imagine visiting the colony being greeted by a wall of hay, unable to see beyond you. You skip past the first couple of fields, suddenly the sound of elephants is filling your ears. You're around the corner. There's the true pandemonium of grey meat trying to throng itself through the door, eager to shovel hay into their willing mouths. That is the situation. I'm glad you understand. Now, thrombos and elephants are quite wild, so they need quite a lot of maintenance training. Each day, Lona's going to have to train about 3 or 4 of them, I imagine. But that's not going to be a big distraction from her job of drilling. Or playing Ur, it seems. Have we got all these people over here? Now we're still waiting on ASCOM. Once you're done there, take ASCOM as well, please. Now, I could start giving prisoners herbal medicine. That's going to make it a lot easier for me to perform surgeries without failing and killing them. Oh, never mind that. I have to do that anyway. I'm talking nonsense. Could try my medical tab for this. Prisoners... blood loss, blah blah blah. Isn't there something here for doing surgery to them? I thought there was a surgery option. Being able to check their medical care here is quite useful. Chopin's all not healthy. Interesting. I thought for sure there was a quick way to order work to be done on them. Doesn't matter too much though. I take that kidney, I take that lung, I take that heart. Wasn't I going to strip them? I mean, their gear is worth very little, but little is worth more than nothing. Meowzilla, would you do the honors of stripping them, please? Don't need clothes where you're going, which is hell. And again, none of them had field hands, as expected. They are most regrettably... Oh, you never do hauling. Who does hauling? Nyx does hauling. Nyx, get to work. They are regrettably tribals, much like us. So, lung, kidney, heart. Lung, kidney, liver. Lung, kidney, liver. And you, it's going to be lung, kidney, and I'm going to let John kill you, because John is a bit angry at not having killed people for a while. He's happy about the recent conquest, though. Praise be to him for that. And now that this place is relatively clean and has actual beds, it should, touch wood, allow for much better medical operations. I would also like to put down some sterile flooring on it, but I think I'll save that for after I migrate it. I shouldn't be attached to this growing zone being here. I could easily do away with it later on as I expand this out to be where the... Oh, no, I want the holding cell near the food, don't I? Not necessarily. I don't feed my people often. And I could give them these berries. I could always give them berries. Yeah, okay, it does make more sense to have my prison more central, easier to get to. Less time between everything. It's the trouble with temporary setups. They end up being incredibly permanent. Alright, someone needs to help poor Jimmy, his legs going to bad places. Nyx, you love animals. Go and tend to Jimmy. Ah. Barcode battler. Reinforcing my three types of surgery there. Lung, kidney, heart, lung, kidney, liver, and lung, kidney, murder. I wonder how Ryan feels about his crummy bedroom. There's a lot of things he doesn't feel good about. Too bad for you, you're our slave. I'm not really taken with this slave gameplay. Why would you have a slave rather than just another colonist? It seems mostly like role-playing purpose. Sure, you don't have to give them recreation, and they have this big slave expectations bonus, but I've seldom had a lot of trouble keeping people happy in general. Storytelling, and the ability to sell them. Yeah, selling them's an idea. Okay, the eclipse is finally over. And, oh, the Thrumbo is still here. Lona's probably going to take another stab at it. Ranpo, losing certainty. That's not all you're going to lose here. Oh, Lona, once you've eaten... Oh, they're eating pemmican. I don't recall allowing you to eat pemmican. Oh, people are on that. Right. Just paste, please. If you could be so kind, please also strip. And, of course, haul that stuff so we don't have it lying around here. Doesn't getting all your money from selling slaves just feel right? I'd rather sell things that I don't need to worry about feeding and generally keeping alive. Speaking of keeping people alive, we took good care of Musos, so he's going to leave the map and repair our relations even further with the Fallen Imperium. Very handy, because calling people in as allies can get expensive if you don't end up keeping them alive alongside it. Speaking of, I want to put these people to use in making friends. Pardon me, making friends with the rough outlanders. And take your liver. You're the one who I'm going to kidney, lung, and execute. He's got more health, so it's more likely he will survive the surgeries. Now, previously, just taking all these organs was inflating my wealth without me weaponizing it. But now, thanks to the power of calling in the Imperials and trading all my organs to them, I will have more access to wealth. Also, please, we need a bit of wind or else we're going to run out of power again. Geothermal's so good. Geothermal permanently gives you that power. The only thing that stops the power coming out is if you need to replace a component on it. But even better than that, there are two permanent, unquestionable sources of power. An unstable mech power supply source, which randomly drops with mech clusters, and I think it's called the Vomoric cell, something like that, which is a rare present for completing certain tasks. It's getting to the point where it'd be handy to have another batch of medicine down here, so my surgeons don't have to go back and forth. But it's not the biggest waste of time to spend longer in the surgery than moving. That's a call I often have to make between moving things around. Take this for example, it doesn't take that long to mash blocks into, well, mash rocks into blocks. So I like to minimize the distance on it, but for art, you spend a long time on art, so it's no big deal if people have to travel a bit to get all the ingredients, because they spend most of their time here. Ideally, you want to keep the... Okay. They've arrived in transport pods nearby, and they're going to use sappers to get to you. Oh, that's a few of them. Oh, that is a few of them. Oh dear God. They've brought a triple rocket launcher with them. So I was talking about inflating my wealth here. They have brought with themselves marine armor, explosives, multi-explosives, a sniper rifle, so I can't pick them off. Although I do like sniper rifles. Who do we have coming in here though? Joyce? Joyce the jailbird? Jep 1104. They joined in here. I said I'd take notes of people that join in so I could write out the obituaries, but I'm not doing it now. I don't recognize any of the other ones though. Right, this is a significant problem for me. Good thing we have enough energy to just barely call in our allies. Right. Meowzilla. Turn off the power for that, please. And then turn on the power for this. And then John, I need you over here on the double to make the calls that we need to do. That is so dangerous, these guys, especially with that multi-rocket launcher. Surgery failed, well, too bad. We barely have any power here whatsoever. Meowzilla, we need you to quickly call our other allies. John's not going to get there in time. Just in case we run out of power, I need someone to help us. We request immediate military aid. There's only 11 watt days left on the power. It's getting serious. Turn this off. John, call the Fallen Imperium. Okay, here come our allies. Fortunately, they are similar in number, but they were nowhere near as well as equipped. Now, normally, I would want to do anything in my power to get that rocket launcher for myself. I would use a psychic lance on him to paralyze him, and then steal it off of his body. However, it's bio-coded, so it's not going to help me here. We can indeed call those troopers, but that has a 40-day recharge, so I'm waiting on that until we're at our... Oh god, the power's going! Send out a hasty message to the Fallen Imperium that we need their help. And turn off that power. Yeesh. Where are they landing at? Oh, a lot closer to us. Right, so notice that Madame here, for example, still has... Wait, no, those are new injuries from this bugger who has their... Oh god, he's got a low shield pack. I like low shield packs. Numbers, tell me about my enemies here. They only have one low shield pack. Ida's probably going to deploy it though. Yeah, they immediately deployed it there. Damn, I love to get my hands on those personally. They're still on their way here. Lona, oh god, Lona, get inside and get inside now. Everybody of ours, please cower indoors. and keep seeing to those surgeries. Alright, we do not have a lot of allies on this side. There are only 4 of them that joined with the Imperials here. That's not a lot. Well, Jep's going down, that's for sure. But they seem determined to come and deal with us. They're probably going to try and blow this up. Oh, they're turning around. That's good news for us. Not enough, though. God, a group of travelers around as well here. Sigma and Lynn. Also, who was part of our helpful friends here? Paterna, Luina, Philippus, and Kiledos. Ooh, I generally don't think there's a single thing in the game can threaten Jake now. It's all downhill from here, says Moss Morris very incorrectly. There's a lot of things that could threaten us. This isn't that big of a raid, and it's still more than I'm comfortable taking on. It's just a question of how many losses one's willing to take. They still have that rocket launcher, don't they? They do. Is he readying the rocket launcher? Graham? Probably. Oh, they took out some of the wall there. Well, fortunately, my allies are going to help out with that quite a lot. I have a feeling that they're going to win. Well, I have a good feeling they're going to win, although down goes Philippus there. I want that rocket launcher gone, Graham. Oh, he's going for it. He is going for it. Bye-bye, Kaledos. Oh, bye-bye, my power. I should have made a redundancy loop on the power line there, but I did not. Well, there goes them, and some of them are inside now. John, maybe now is not the time for this, and maybe now is the time for calling aid? Nah, we've got enough Outlanders here that are joining in the fun. I say that, though. Well, what's the point in having help if you don't use it? Mind you, the cooldown on that is now 40 days. You should get back a bit, though. Health, where are you at? I should have had these people actually help out, but I was too focused on working on these surgeries. Even Meowzilla's on it. Really? Why is Meow on medical? I guess everybody does a bit of doctoring in their spare time. Not too keen on sending elephants against people that are so well armed, though. I'm more interested in these guys taking the fight with them. Oh, Seathor got pregnant. Let's not have that ruined by somebody with grenades charging in. I'd love to go and fight him with John himself, and I might still just do that. I could force him to come and get me with Beck, and there we go. Come get some of this. Uh-oh. Oh, they're after John then. No, John, back away, not today. Oh, they deployed their own burnout low shield here. Why do you constantly dance with defeat in detail, says John. Sometimes it's got to be done. Surgery failed on Buster. Look, that's not the problem here. We got other things happening. All the while this is going on. And my power is not being charged up. Hopefully they don't blow up my batteries. I don't have the capacity to make more of them. But look at these guys. Marine armor, recon, helmet. They are not going to go down easy. Still 13 of them there. Fortunately, though, they use their big explosives. But still, they are so well armed and armored that makes this a dangerous proposition. Health, you're a powerful guy. I actually want you out here helping with the shooting. And Voomer, you're a crack shot. I want you here as well. Ah, John is going to get shot to shreds by that chain shotgun is what I'm trying to say. And now they're going to kill Topla, which is also unfortunate. Oh, no, they're going to go for Kazumi. Forgive me for not wanting to risk your life here, John. You're not that well endowed with armor. Bye, Kazumi. At least the Outlanders are making a bit of a show of this. The Imperials are fleeing, which is very unfortunate for us. Could have done with those. They're trying to kill Priscilla as they try to kill Kazumi. Maybe a thought for future, Jake, to relocate the batteries to a less exposed spot. Yes, indeed. Okay, but now I know the game's wanting to throw rocket launchers at me. That's good to know. Okay, several of our enemies are down. They shouldn't be too far away from fleeing. But then, if my friends here start fleeing as well, then that's bad news for me. And they're certainly in a bad state. Health is so naked, I really don't want him getting involved in all of this, but... Get him over there, or even here. Meowzilla, maybe now is not the time. Although, if you hold there... Oh, you shot Priscilla, but it bounced off that very impressive recon armor they have. I would like that recon armor. Alf, you gonna make a shot there, or what? Or do you want to be with Meowzilla? Whoa! Oh boy. Your toe and... your ear was always cut off, but you got sniped hard there. There's quite a few of them there, and that sniper rifle is a significant problem. Might need to start sending in the animals here. I didn't want to. I didn't want them to get shredded by all this fighting. But at this point, they might be weakened enough to justify it. Lona, send those animals in to attack. Health is in big danger if he gets shot with that sniper rifle. It could easily one-shot him. And he's not exactly behind much cover there. I'm not happy about that, but okay. Go for it, animals. Oh, nice. Took down the person with the grenades. I was not looking forward to dealing with grenades there. Oh, clever shot there. Flag just got instantly destroyed by the charge lance shot of health. Meowzilla, you need treatment. Go back and get it, please. I wonder if all this fighting is making Ryan Rex feel like he can run away. Okay, the Mace Salamanders are running, but that is all the more reason that Lona should go and get them killed. Voomer, get into a position to shoot down more of them. Health got shot. Health almost had his right leg removed by that sniper rifle. Not too bad though, just go and get healed up. Adkins is out of here. With that sniper rifle. The missile launcher was already used, it's a one-shot weapon. Missile launchers are the only ones in the game that have limited ammo. Shame I'm dealing with all these bloody, all of these, what's the word? Prisoners. I still have a bunch of operations that need done. Because I'd like to go and rescue some people here. Well, rescue and murder some people. Fallen Imperium in particular. Alright, John. Fallen, go and rescue Topla. We already worked on Kazumi. Kazumi doesn't look so good. Boomer's trying to take a crack shot on Atkins. Oh, Atkins isn't going to have a good time of that. Anyway, little time for that. Go and rescue Kazumi despite the horrible things that happened to her. If there are people with recon armor, I want them stripped. Because that recon armor should be mine. We've got Harrison and Vikinger that are trying to run. That's why I want Lona to get out there and deal with them, then strip them if at all possible. Who else can help out here? Nix is busy on surgery. Ryan Rex is also, well, he's cleaning blood if nothing else. Come on, Harrison, we need you down. Ah, Phillips, not Fishlips. He came in good armor, and he's got a shield belt. I want all of those things, by the way. So please strip him. Oh, oh, he's part of the Fallen Imperium. Ah, damn. Okay, don't do that then. Shinichi has nothing of interest to me. Mr. Big here is part of the Concord. Ah, the Mace Salamanders are making a run for it. Maybe some of them are injured enough to be brought down. Oh, Harrison fell, and Harrison had recon. It's a shame everyone's so damn busy. You go and strip Harrison, please. Taryn Jorn just has some flak stuff, but that's still good. Basically, anybody who's a member of those people should be stripped down. Even Gleb there. And then it's a case of who we can save. Valens is actually a good person to save, because he's not very injured. He'll be out of here in no time. Hey, Shadow! We saw Shadow before, right? Do we let Shadow live? I'm not sure about that yet. Come on, Lona, they're getting away. Ah, and he just dropped with recon armor. Poor recon armor, but recon armor nonetheless. Priscilla's got the good recon armor, and they are really legging it. They're faster than us, though. That's why they're high on Yayo. Damn, their good ones get to run away. I was hoping we'd be a bit faster on that one. Well, I don't think Jep is going to live through all of this. Ida's got good recon armor and they're going to die. Not on my watch. That recon armor is mine to be had. Who can get over there in time? Health is busy being seen to. It's just his torso in pain, though. He should still be able to move around just fine. Oh no, his leg got done, and it was Meowzilla who was only hit in the torso. And some other bits. You're still able to move. I want you to go over and strip Ida, please. In fact, I will commission you, draft you to go and strip them, because that armor is important. It's worth a lot of money. And can keep us alive, I guess. These guys are going to get away. There's no way around it. So now it's a case of who else can I save? Well, they are long dead. Harrison... Wait, Harrison was meant to be stripped. Oh, we are currently stripping Harrison. Connie's with the Concord. But haven't I... Well, wasn't I saving Concord people? I think a lot of people I was trying to save are now dying horribly. Nice. Atkins is down as well. There's a lot to deal with here. I think we'll try and rescue Connie. The Fallen Empire I need to save some members of, though. Working on Valens. Voomer. Feeding Ambrosia. Oh my god, why do people insist on feeding drugs to the prisoners? I'm gonna have to... I don't think I can do You Get Nothing anymore because my people insist on feeding drugs to them. You Get Nothing will then become prison food. And that food restriction will involve... nutrient paste. Actually clear everything. Nutrient paste. And berries. I need to find a way to stop drugs being fed to my prisoners. There doesn't seem to be any way to ascertain or make a decision on what gets given to them in terms of drugs. Now Valens is being saved. Shadow's part of the Concord, so he's just going to have to go and die. Bye, Shadow. Phillips, or Philippitis, or whoever he is. I'm going to rescue him, because he's a member of the Imperium. Mr. Big's going to have to die. There's an Imperium on the left. Do you mean, no, not Big, maybe you meant Philippus. Oh? Nothing important there. Recon helmet. Built-in status computer, protective plasteel weave plate. I mean, there's some good stuff here. If I'm in a real bad spot where I need to save some lives, then it is certainly an option to equip some people up with some good armor. She goes fine, quit your worrying. Zari's getting better. User's probably going to die. I thought I sent someone to save Kazumi. If you could please go and rescue Kazumi. There's a limited number of spaces here in the rescue center. I understand that. So I'm actually going to put in some more. People won't like this for sure, but if I must, I will put people on the floor to save them. It's just a question of who I can save. Boomer's saving. Lona's rescuing. Gonna make you come out of that and rescue them whilst not conscripted. You're busy tending, which is good. You're cleaning blood, which I suppose isn't too bad, but we should save people who can be saved, like Big. Yeah, Jep, you are very dead. There's very little point in letting you live. I'm sure John would like to kill somebody while he's out there. Somebody who can easily be slaughtered. But Kazumi doesn't have long to live. Kazumi's going to die if we do this, John. You know that. I think John does know that. Stabby, stabby. You cut off the arm, you cut off the leg. You're just a monster, aren't you, John? Okay, now go and rescue Kazumi. They don't have long to live. It might be better to save somebody else who's much more likely to live. But there aren't many people around to save anymore. It was a bloody fight. There you go. Hey, he feels a lot better about it now. Killed someone, witnessed death with bloodlust. Makes John very happy. Oh, is anyone saving Valens? Somebody should be saving Valens. Lona's training somebody. Well, go and rescue poor Valens there. That's another member of the Imperium. Well, our wall got blown up. Our ability to link up the energy with the batteries is gone. I'm going to make a stopgap here. Fortunately, we have a lot of energy coming in. Oh god, I don't have the power for this on, do I? I don't think anyone can really turn that on. We're just shoving Mr. Big on the floor there. Ryan Rex taking up valuable space inside the hospital. I guess I asked for this kind of attack, in a manner of speaking. User's long dead, but User's death probably means that Kazumi's death is imminent as well. Ooh, very imminent. Kazumi needs actual medicine. They're fine, you go and tend to Kazumi. I didn't go through all this to save their life, only to have them die on me as well. Come on, Nix, you're meant to be a good doctor. Head was shattered by frag grenades. They only have about 4% of their own head. Are they a Finnish sniper? Fur is down and likely to die if we don't save them. I know John enjoys being over there at his own place, but maybe you could get up there and... Actually, do you think you could kill Harrison while you're up there? Maybe kill both of them? Melee Harrison to death and melee Chernstrom to death. There's something to be said for looking if I want to capture any of these people, but I've got my full quota here unless I want somebody to fight to the death with Ryan. And none of these people seem to be jumping out at me as... Well, Fast Walker and Very Neurotic are both very good, but actually Very Neurotic with that intelligence would be quite handy. I was saying I do need people that can think. They're not incapable of anything, but all they really do is think. I'm not so sure I'm after that. Oh, Shadow! Did I say I was going to save Shadow? Fur can last there for a wee while. We're going to save Shadow. Also, Muzilla. Good job on that. Ah, Muzilla. This is a good job for you. Oh yeah, there's Jep as well, isn't there? Go and strip Jep and shoot him to death, please. Every shot a hit. Now go and rescue Fur. Whilst Illustration goes off to kill more people. You died naked and alone and unloved at the hands of Muzilla, Jep. Not sure how it feels for you. Probably not great. What were your final moments in life? Your liver and torso were damaged by Muzilla's charge shot. Then it crushed your left lung and punctured your torso to bits, causing you to expire. You died with a cut foot, cracked tibia, stabbed leg, stabbed and scarred leg, cracked humerus, cracked radius, cracked other humerus, shot sternum, shot liver, destroyed lung, cut and shot arm, stabbed and scarred arm, destroyed torso, cracked jaw, and extreme blood loss. This is not a game. This is your future. Sounds horrible. Flag Flare might have... Oh yeah, did any of our animals get hurt? Badly, that is. Nope, Modo got one little bit of bruising from a sniper rifle. From being physically attacked by it, so thankfully the animals are fine. Another big bonus of having the animals so close by to us. Okay, John killed another person. Never a 2 without a 3, as they say, John. I'm sure Chernstrom is asking to die. There we go. Oh, look who's so happy with himself. I killed someone. What a rush. Okay, go and save Shadow for God's sake, or else I'll never hear the end of it. Flag Flare says, I'm pretty sure I am the corpse north of the corn. I am the corpse? Or that you killed them? Not sure what you mean by I am. Maybe you mean you killed them. Ah, they got shot to shreds. Oh, it says Fluff. Yeah, it is Fluff, not Flag. I think we'd recognize it if it was you there. Alright, looks like we're going to have a lot of people joining us here. But they will live. What really sucks is if you accidentally save somebody with a shattered spine. Because I don't have what it... Is shattered femur going to stop people from walking? No, it's only one femur. Sure, their other femur is fine. Shattered jaw is awful. Their eating speed is going to be terrible. I could give them a denture. There we go. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to feed them all the time. I have not installed... wait, the Focus and Psych mod. We got Psy Trainer at least. Busto's now sick. Well, too bad. Busto's going to die anyway. Our medics have a long day ahead of them of patching these people up. I swear I was going to strip you at some point. Oh, I've got a lot of guns to send to my future friends. As long as they're not bio-coded, it's all good. That one's bio-coded, so that's a no thank you. A silver warhammer, I definitely want that. 20 medicine! Never seen someone carry that much medicine with them to a fight. Any decent weapon is worth us bringing back if just to give over as a present to other people. Hey, Atkins is still alive. He was on the Atkins diet of being stabbed. He's incapable of a lot of things, so we don't really care about him. But that Devil Strand parka is worth big bucks. Hey John, would you mind, you know, strip him and murder him? Nothing like a good old bit of murder to improve our moods. Jet died a warrior, not a slave, not a bad death and all. Jolly good. If you wouldn't mind hauling some stuff here, there's a lot of hauling that needs done right about now. Shadow got sick from an infection, what, from lying on the floor here? It's all the more reason I need to expand my hospice. Especially if I'm going to be bringing in allies, I could make this go up and down both sides with hospital beds. Yeah, this is definitely the most bodies we've had in here. Fortunately, I don't need to care about most of them going on a binge. But I still do need to finish off these operations and kill these people. And I suddenly feel a lot better about growing all that extra heal root, because these people demand quite a bit of healing. Actually, I'm not giving them heal roots, am I? I guess it doesn't matter that much. John, it's a little dark in here. Would you mind solar pinholing, please? Cheers, you're the man. Jimmy? Okay, Jimmy's almost immune. That's not a problem. In fact, Jimmy doesn't even need a bed, but I won't leave it to chance. Good thing Ryan didn't decide to go on a rampage during that. Everyone was extremely busy, and he's keeping places nice and clean. Kanga Confederation has another farming site, but the Kanga Confederation are tribal, so unless they've got really good stuff, and I don't consider 1900 grains of rice particularly good, and not some Chinese emperor playing chess with a mathematician, I'm not going to go over there just for that sake. Plenty of other sakes to go there, but that's not one of them. I should have stripped you when I had the chance. No, I think you got shot dead straight, didn't you? Yeah, health charge lance shot pierced Fluff's left kidney and torso, perforating them to death. Sucks about Meowzilla losing his left middle toe. I mean, Jings, wait, didn't he always lose that? Yeah, I think it was only that torso shot that's new. Hey, Health also got shot, and Health's doing just fine. Tell you what's not doing fine, my amount of power. Meowzilla, we need these batteries linked up. They don't actually have any power in them right now, but I need it operational. Oh, that'll be the problem. Everybody's still zoned. Unrestricted, everybody, now get to work. Even if it's just relaxing socially. Yeah, that middle toe was a Ryan fight, I recall now. So many things to remember, don't you know? Gleb is hanging on quite well. He's got a wooden foot. Well, he had a wooden foot. Soon he'll be one with the ground. There's a lot of work I want done now. I'm going to want a lot of bodies carved up for the human skin. A lot of apparel hauled over here. This room's going to get real busy with lots of what seems like junk, but it's going to be useful down the line, I'm sure. I've also got a lot of patients to tend to and harvest to death. And actually, once we have that lung, I'm just going to have you... actually, there's no need to euthanize Cut You. I was going to make John do it, but John is now very happy from killing people. I'll give him the joy of it anyway. You are to be executed. I could actually call over the Fallen Imperium to trade with them with all these organs that we're going to have. That comes with its own problems, though. Not least of all, I don't have the power to summon them. Grid excess, and it's not even being stored. Meowzilla, please. Okay, it's very slowly being stored.